Hi everyone, my name is Madison Hoffman and this is my video demonstration for Project 1. The requirements for this project were to develop an application which executes on an Arduino and displays a user type string as Morse code on an LED. The design's supposed to be a round-robin design, and hopefully I'll show that my project meets all these requirements in this demonstration. So first, let's just take a quick look at my hardware. I have an Elgato Uno R3 in place of an Arduino. My understanding is that they're basically the same, just a difference in manufacturers. But I've connected my Uno to my laptop via this USB cable. And then I have a breadboard, a few jumper wires, a few resistors, and an RGB LED. If we look at how these wires are attached to the board, we see one coming off ground, and then we see three coming off of pins 5, 6, and 7. The ground is connected to the RGB LED, and then the other jumper wires are giving power to the RGB LED, and we have these resistors between the jumper wires and the LED. So that's pretty much it for my hardware. Pretty simple setup, not too bad. I thought the RGB LED would just be kind of fun after realizing how I could set that up. So if we take a look at my code, I basically just set up the program to where the light is off at the beginning of the program and then off while waiting for user input. But the basic design of my software is that I have these dot and dash methods to implement a Morse code dot and a Morse code dash. From what I read, a dot is 1 time unit, a dash is 3. I've set my time unit to 200 milliseconds, just because that kind of like seems fast enough for this video, but not too fast where you couldn't tell the difference. And then I have implemented a method for each alphanumeric character. I did numbers as well as letters, which definitely could have done this more efficiently in terms of the amount of code, but this worked, and rather than cleaning up, I just kind of left it. So there's that. The main workhorse of this is this to Morse code method. Basically, this just goes through the user's input string, character by character, looks at the character, calls the appropriate Morse code method. Here at the top, you can see that as it goes through each character, it changes the color of the LED. It basically just cycles from red to green to blue. I kind of thought that was nice just to tell when we were switching characters. And then there's just this big switch statement to take the character that it sees and call the appropriate Morse code method. Here you can see that whenever we encounter a $sign, I set this code value to 2, and then here at the bottom I return code. So I kind of set it to where a code of 0 means that everything was fine, no issues. Code of 1, there's an invalid character, but like we don't really care about that. I basically just have the code continue when there's an invalid character. And then let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and upload it so that it's ready to go. I have this basic setup method, not a whole lot going on there, and then this loop method. Here you can see the round-robin design. I have this while loop that says while finish is false, just keep waiting for user input. When the user inputs something, read it in, call to Morse code, return code. And if we come across a code 2, finish becomes true, we exit out of this while loop based on this condition, and then we exit the program. So now hopefully I will just demonstrate that that works. So I will go ahead and open the serial monitor. So something kind of funky up there, but I think it's just open again. Here you can see a user prompt. It says enter an alphanumeric string to display as Morse code, enter a $sign to stop the program. So I'll just show you kind of what this output looks like. When we enter SOS, we see that we just kind of echo the input. S is 3 dots, O is 3 dashes, and then we have another S, which is 3 dots. Now I will show you what this looks like on the LED. So I'll just enter SOS again. And we can go down here, look at the light, 3 dots, 3 dashes, 3 dots. Cool, so that looks pretty good. Just to show that I've implemented numbers, I'll enter 1, 2, 3. I think a 1 is 1 dot, 4 dashes, a 2 is 2 dots, 3 dashes, 3 is 3 dots, 2 dashes. So hopefully we see that. Okay, so now we'll do a slightly longer string. I've made my program insensitive to capitalization, so that doesn't really matter too much. Just takes in the input and makes it all uppercase. I'll enter in an exclamation mark just to show that it kind of ignores that. It'll print invalid character, but the light won't really do anything. And to show that it just keeps on going, I'll put an A after the exclamation mark. And then hopefully we can see that work. So here is hello world. So that's done. If we look back at the serial monitor, you'll see that it kind of went through hello world. It's an invalid character when it got to the exclamation mark. And then we have an A. Okay, so now I'll just demonstrate that I can end my program by entering a $sign. It doesn't really matter where you enter the $sign. It can be alone or it can be at the end of another string. Anytime it sees it, it'll just exit. But here, just to demonstrate that it does exit, I'll just do the $sign. So we enter this. Here we see $sign detected, exiting the program. If we look at the LED, nothing's going on. Yeah, looks like the program is exited. So just to show that it's over, I'll just type in SOS again. And nothing's happening. So it seems like we exited successfully. Yeah, so that's my demonstration of Project 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.